Audio Jungle.
Mr. Neil had been chairman and star presenter of GB News, but only presented for 2 weeks before taking an extended break. He has since cut links with the channel, tweeting he will never again be on GB News. The former BBC presenter told the Daily Mail he came close to a breakdown during his time with GB News, describing the experience as worse than being on the IRA hit list. Mr. Neil expressed frustration over technical issues, an early launch and the hiring of shock jocks by GB News. He commented, "Look at the direction of travel. They bring in these shock jocks in the morning and evening, Mark Dolan and this Patrick Christie's. You've already got Dan Wootton." Speaking about GB News coverage, Mr. Neil added, "I do feel angry though about what they've done to a beautiful dream. This was a vision that might have worked. But if you watch the constant themes that come through again and again from the shock jockeys on GB News, the perception is we hate migrants, we hate the NHS, we hate lockdown and we hate Meghan Markle." The former chairman also claimed there were discussions within GB News about putting secret cameras in classrooms to show how left-wing the teachers were. Mr. Neil warned this would get them into hot water for breaking about 5 different laws, including filming minors. GB News has since given a flagship show to Nigel Farage, the former Brexit Party leader. It has been criticised for low ratings, with some of its shows attracting 0 viewer, according to official audience figures. Mr. Neil spoke about the impact working for the channel had on his mental health. He commented, "That stress was just huge. It meant you couldn't think about the journalism. You were just constantly wondering, will we make it through the hour?" By the end of that first week, I knew I had to get out. It was really beginning to affect my health. I wasn't sleeping. I was waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning. Mr. Neil also argued GB News launched in June before it was fully ready, and regrets not being more vocal in opposing this. He stated, "When I do look back, the one thing I will say is I wish I'd been more publicly demonstrative about not launching on June 13th. It wouldn't have stopped the launch and it wouldn't have stopped the ST show that followed, but I would have been on the record saying, don't do this. It's going to be a disaster." A spokesman for GB News contested Mr. Neil's account of his time with the channel. They said, "At no point did Andrew raise concerns of the editorial direction of GB News moving to the right. As with all companies, decision-making rests with the board, and GB News is no different. As a member of the board, Andrew had the same rights and abilities to raise concerns, and he was privy to all decisions." The launch date of GB News was set to accommodate Andrew's own travel plans. Indeed, contrary to management's wishes, it was Andrew who insisted the launch date be announced, failing which he refused to travel to London for it. At no time did Andrew ask to be executive chairman and at no point was this offered to him. He was always a non-executive chairman. In the other hand, royal biographer Anna Pasternak analyzed Meghan and Harry's ongoing first official joint visit to the Big Apple and found it strikingly different from their previous royal tours. The author analyzed Meghan's style, their hosts and even their hotel stay while in New York and said these details could suggest an intention by the Duchess to position herself in the political arena. Comparing the outfits worn during a royal engagement part of the Sussex's first tour in Oceania and those donned during this week's trip, Ms. Pasternak wrote in the Daily Telegraph, "Look at those outfits again. They don't say princess in training, as the Bondi Beach dress and wedges did, anymore. The 2021 sartorial statement is, take me seriously. I am a future player. A future governor. A future president. The first female president, no less." Is it fantastical that Meghan's apparent ambition is to hold the highest office in her sight? Ms. Pasternak also noted Meghan and Harry are staying at the Carlisle Hotel, which in the past has famously hosted royalty, including Princess Diana and the Cambridges, as well as American presidents during their working trips. Delving into an analysis of the high-profile people the Duke and Duchess have met during their first day in New York, Ms. Pasternak also claimed, and the power players paying homage to the non-royal couple in New York were impressive, including the U.S. ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, who said that they had shared an important discussion of COVID, racial justice and raising mental health awareness. Democrats whom Meghan sought out included de Blasio and his writer and activist wife Chirlane McRae, Patricia Harris from Bloomberg Philanthropy, and New York State Governor Kathy Hochul, as can be seen in the picture below. Ms. Pasternak isn't the first royal commentator to speculate on whether the Duchess of Sussex has political ambitions, also given Meghan and Harry's brush with U.S. officials and Democrat leaders. However, Meghan never publicly voiced the intention to step into politics,